Yo, they was eating babies. They was literally eating babies. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And the reason they were eating babies is because they want to live longer. The whole thing with vampires is low key real. They base it off a real thing. People are drinking blood, eating babies because they want to stay younger. Look up adrenochrome. It's literally it's literally right in our faces. They've been doing this forever. And the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. The Bible says there is nothing new. There's nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Nothing new under the sun. So that being said, these ancient gods that they serve, they are still around. They've always been here. Baal and Molech. And Molech is a Canaanite associated deity, and it's basically linked with passing children through fire. So child sacrifice. And we can also look in Leviticus chapter 20, verse 2 to 5. And it says, any one of the people of Israel who gives any of his children to Molech shall surely be put to death. So God did not like child sacrifice. He would put you to death if you do that. So that being said, y'all, the people that are harming these children, that's what they deserve. Because they're sacrificing others for their gain. And it's just pure evil. Also in Leviticus chapter 18:21, it says, you shall not give any of your children to offer them to Molech, and so profane the name of your God. I am the Lord. So this is again in a Leviticus, a couple chapters earlier, saying again, do not do this. So obviously, people of this world have had issues with stopping this practice. Why do you think certain very, very advanced ancient civilizations were wiped out? It was because of their sin, and not just their sin, y'all, because we all sin and fall short. It's because of their constant disobedience and blasphemy of God, because they just kept doing it so much, so often, with no care, with no conviction, that God had to wipe them out. It's because they were serving false gods. It's because they couldn't stop. They couldn't repent. They couldn't pull away from these false gods that gave them worldly wealth and knowledge. Because the fallen angels gave a lot of knowledge, y'all. But let's go ahead and get right into this video before I keep ranting. Because this right here got me fired up. It got me pissed off. They were literally eating babies, innocent babies, y'all. It's so sick, y'all. It's so sick. But let's go ahead and watch this video, I guess.
Arians cast a spell on the world. And,
For real?
Oh, absolutely. The Luciferians cast a spell on the world. And,
For real?
Oh, absolutely. It's just like how vampires can't go into a house unless they're invited. They tell you, what's going on ahead of time. It's predictive programming. And once you say it out loud and you put it out there and make fun of it and do a little skit like Stephen Colbert did a little skit on his show where, oh, here's a baby. I'm going to take this baby and I'm going to give it to Moloch. And he goes into like a cloudy red, furnace and hands the baby over. And he's, oh, the baby's going to be fine. And they make a joke about it and the audience laughs. Okay, we're all now conditioned to it.
Yeah, you see how he mentioned the furnace and how they were joking around by giving a baby into the fire in a red, dark room, kind of. See? It's right there.
All seen it, and by laughing at it,
wait a minute.
we were complicit.
You think that's on purpose, that this is like some sort of a grand design to get us to be desensitized to the idea of demons eating babies?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
For sure. And by the way, nobody's doing anything about it. We know what's happening.
But that has to take...
Do you guys think demons are really eating babies? Ephesians 6:12. If y'all read that, I think it'll make a lot of things make a lot more sense because that talks about how these wicked spirits have power in high places. Okay, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, y'all. This is a spiritual warfare, y'all. And a lot of people's eyes will be opened and will continue to open up as they see the devil's darkness really permeate. They're gonna know that Yah is real, that Yah is the one that you need to give your life to so he can protect you and lead you into eternal salvation. Yeshua means eternal, like salvation. So we want salvation at the end of the day. Salvation is eternal. Once we leave this life, there's afterlife. So
Like there has to be a person or some group of people.
Yeah, like about
that is-
about 8,500 people. Yeah,
that are manipulating the Colbert Show.
they're manipulating everything. It's all an illusion. Like reality as we know it is fake. That's the revelation that guy is having, and he's looking around and he's like, it's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Well, see, I don't. The thing about the emails is one of the things is it's just stuff written down. And so that's sort of hard to digest. Like, what is this? Like, what are they saying? Like, some of it is in code, like walking over beef jerky, like talking about jerky. Could you walk beef jerky over to this person? Like, what does that mean?
For all this pizza they're talking about,
Right.
You never see any pizza.
Right. Yeah. They're ordering
I'm gonna
pizza.
get some grape soda. It's like with my cheese pizza.
Yeah.
And like there's all this coded language and everyone's like, oh, that's you just have pareola. You're just seeing things where you want to see them.
No, this is clearly a code. Well, that was the thing about
it's
Pizzagate.
Absolutely a code. And in fact, mundus vult decipi, ergo decipiatur. It's a long known concept. And so in Latin, mundus vult decipi means the world wants to be deceived. Ergo decipiatur. Therefore, it is. We want to be deceived. We don't want to believe the horrors that are.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I don't want to be deceived. I'm seeking the truth. I'm seeking Christ. I'm seeking Christ in heaven. Okay, and He's gonna come back, and every knee shall bow, and every tongue shall confess that He is Lord. That Jesus is Lord. Thank you, Yahweh. Thank you, Yahusha. So, man, that being said, many people of the world do want to be deceived, though. I do agree with that. I think a lot of people will fall into deception because people don't like to read no more, man. You got to read. You got to read. You got to meditate and pray. Be patient and wait on the Lord Almighty, up in heaven, But yeah, I think a lot of people will be deceived, especially with the technology and Antichrist and all that type of stuff.
Actually behind the veil.
Well, I think with the Epstein files, people are, because of these emails that have been released, people are just now starting to be aware of the bizarreness of the code and some of the things, like the facts. Like, let's just talk about the sulfuric acid. So this was like right after he was indicted in 2000.
Yeah, I got to get rid of some bodies.
Yeah.
I got
How much did
dissolve up some bodies.
What did it say he ordered? Like, let's I
like how Joe Rogan's trying to keep it serious, man. The other guy laughing. The other guy is so desensitized, just trying to laugh it off. He's trying to laugh off the pain, so I understand it. But it's a lot of pain behind this.
Like 8,000 gallons.
Maybe we can get our sponsor, Perplexity, to process this and give us a synopsis of what exactly happened, some sort of a breakdown. Because one of the things they're saying is like he was indicted, and then right after he's indicted, he orders how many gallons?
6 55-gallon containers full of sulfuric acid.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. What?
And I just pray that Joe Rogan has a relationship with Jesus Christ, because I feel like just saying his name almost like in a swearing way is not healthy to do. I just pray that he does have a real relationship with Jesus Christ for him to be calling on his name like that for a moment like this. But either way, I think Joe he definitely has a major influence, and I'm glad that he's talking about this type of thing, even though he has had some people that were on the list on his podcast, and he didn't really press them on anything at the time. But that's neither here or there. Everybody makes mistakes.
What?
They're eating babies, man. Like that's
Do you think so? That you think is real? So
well, yeah. Not only that, I think that there's sacrifices going on every day in Los Angeles. I mean, allegedly, like high level musicians, let's say, high level female musician is like killing chickens every day, doing sacrifices, like
high level.
I don't want to say I don't want to say
name?
names because I don't want to get sued, and I don't want to be dead either.
What does it rhyme like?
Here's the purchase order. I start looking at the comments for some stuff. Not that this is the best answer, but a quick answer someone gives is that this could be for like a reverse osmosis water treatment system.
It's true. He is on an island.
He's on an island.
I mean, there's enough pushback because mundus vult decipi, ergo decipiatur. But like the timing of all of that, where are the purchase orders for all of that sulfuric acid before then? Oh no, I just want to put sulfuric acid into my swimming pool, muriatic acid.
Well, that's the question. Was there orders for sulfuric acid before this? If they do have a water treatment plant, how does sulfuric acid play into water treatment?
It says it here. It says it's commonly used. This explains it. I don't fucking know.
Okay. It says RO plant, reverse osmosis seawater desalination facility. Sulfuric acid.
See, sulfuric acid was in the show Breaking Bad, okay? And they used that joint to dissolve human flesh, straight up. And it was so strong that it could literally go through a bathtub and like go through a whole floor. Because that's what happened in the show. The sulfuric acid is that strong. And Epstein had 655 gallons of it. That's absolutely ridiculous. And the biggest thing about it is he was breeding people. Like he was making people have kids for him so that he could literally do the sacrifices. So it's like sexual slavery, pedophilia, murder. It's like all the sins mixed up into this evil island, That's what makes it so it's really bad. It's really bad. This is all time bad.
Acid is commonly used in the maintenance of such facilities. Not everything you don't understand adds up to the worst possible thing it could be. Deception.
Look, maybe they're all eating pizza and grape soda.
Who is that guy that's
how many
this?
billionaires do you know that sit down and eat lots of pizza and grape soda and ice cream?
This is weird.
And
a trial lawyer
saying
chicken.
This.
That's why I just go with grain of salt. This is just a plausible answer. I don't know that it is the answer. It could even be wrong.
Okay, so does he have a desalination plant on the island?
Oh, it's a reverse.
Oh yeah, for sure. He is. He had everything. He had a dump and like they had all sorts of stuff.
So that's
tunnels and.
So they were using that. So they were taking seawater and converting it into fresh water for what? For irrigation or for drinking? For all the above?
Very much.
What does that mean?
Really coding it very much.
Well, the code, it's glaringly obvious when they say pizza and when they say jerky. That's glaringly obvious. How do you walk jerky?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And why do I need a chilled container to, a chilled bag or whatever they say?
Jesus Christ.
And
so you think they're eating babies?
All right, come on, Joe.
Oh, yeah. I absolutely believe that.
You should get together with Kurt Metzger. You two would go crazy.
I don't doubt it for a second. Well, I think this dates back like, a long time. This is Moloch worship.
Oh. Well, there was the other email that said, thank you for the torture video. I enjoyed the torture video.
Yeah. And it's like people just, they don't want to accept it. Like people don't want to believe it. They don't want to accept it.
Okay. Some commentary notes that a remote island with water treatment and energy systems could plausibly stockpile such quantities for 1 to 2 years of operations. Although others argue that using it directly for reverse osmosis, as stated in one social post, is technically questionable for membrane health. Highly corrosive, strong mineral acid that can severely burn skin, eyes, dehydrate, and char organic material, which is why it features in both legitimate industrial processes and in darker hypotheticals online.
Darker hypotheticals.
Darker hypotheticals is where I'm leaning.
Yeah.
When you get indicted for sex trafficking and then you order 6 drums of sulfuric acid right away, are you really worried about your reverse osmosis plant right after you get indicted? I feel like you're going to jail.
If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck.
It's probably a duck.
Crazy.
Hey everybody, Dr. G here.
Come on, bro. Are you serious? I just ended the video and look at this. Look at this man. Look at this evil guy on the floor. This is just demonic off the rip. What are you doing? And just know, you see that checkered floor? That's a cult symbolism. They usually mess with these checkered floors. You feel me? They be having in the music videos and all that if you pay attention. But this guy is something else. This guy, something else. And it's just not him, y'all. I don't want to hone in too much on Epstein himself because there's many people of a high status that are famous that went to Epstein Island, and also not just Epstein Island, but they was right here in the States doing the same thing. They was doing the same thing right here in the States. This just wasn't on the island. This was all over. These people were living this type of lifestyle. This is what they were doing. But it's sick though. But we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. I might go ahead and watch this video for the next stream. I don't know yet. Just gotta see how the comments looking. But yeah, peace, love, and blessings. Keep this topic alive because we cannot let this evil go unnoticed, unpunished. And I'm